Hi everyone, Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for 3 little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. I greatly appreciate you being here. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. I got to click the right button. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad to have you here today. Hope you had an amazing weekend. And if I missed the chat because I was trying to get a few things done before the live stream here. I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off. So glad to have you here. Hey, Lori, thank you so much for your donation today. My goal is to finish 4 mini journals. And I'm hoping that some of the things that I'm going to show you today, maybe if you're trying to make some little gift items, you can kind of do it assembly line where you line everything up and then you just make the same thing several times and then put it together and you've got 4, 5, 6, whatever amount of little journals that you want. I am using the Merry Lil Christmas mini. And this is an option that you can purchase it as a printed journal. I only have a few left. Or if you get the virtual subscription, you get all of it. I think it's $24.99. You get all the digital files. You get the subscription box images. You get the large journal kit images. You get the planner images. And as a bonus, you get the digital for the mini. So these are the covers that will be inside a fabric wrap cover. So let's get started here. I've got a couple of envelopes and I didn't even measure them. So let me get my ruler so you know what they are. They are approximately 6.5 inches by about 5 inches in size. Hey, by the way, if you have a subscription with me, you might check because I had a couple people that the payment didn't go through, and it's possible because some of you have been with me for a really long time that your credit card has expired or the card you had on file has expired. So definitely go over to lindaisrael.com and check on your subscriptions. I have up to midnight last night, I have completed all of the orders that didn't have rubber stamps waiting on them. I'm waiting on rubber stamps from Beeline Designs. They were out of rubber, and then the place where they get the rubber was out of rubber. She was supposed to get it today, we hope. So hopefully she'll be able to get those pressed, and I'll be able to get out your orders that had rubber stamps tomorrow. What else? Hey, Noella? Is that Noella? Noella, I hope, or Noel. I don't know, and I apologize if I have butchered your name. Welcome, so glad to have you here. Let's see. Whee! Everybody's here. So glad. Robin will be waiting. Yeah, Henry's cutting your stamps, and I think you had some Beeline stamps in yours too. So yeah, so glad to have you here. Hey, Raven, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I've got these envelopes, and what I've done prior to starting, just so y'all didn't have to wait on me to let this dry, is I have glued them shut. So this is glued shut. These were Hallmark. They got a little Hallmark in them. I sprayed them with the Merry Lil Christmas Candlelight Tattered Angels all over both sides. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my paper cutter here, which I just found out that I can replace the blade. I've been fighting through this blade forever. So I found out that I could replace it, and I've ordered the blades. And I am just cutting off a little sliver. You see that? A little sliver, so that now this envelope opens all the way through. I'm going to do that again. I've already kind of worked on a couple for the other pages, but I just ran out of time. I've been working on the subscription boxes. I've added some new rubber stamps. Gotcha, Ashley. I did make some new rubber stamps. In fact, as I'm cutting here, I don't know if y'all can see those. Here, that's what I'll do. I'll zoom in so you can see. Let me get these turned right side here. Let me cut them apart so you can see them better. These are some of my new rubber stamps that I have in my shop. I'll zoom in on those. Oh, wrong one, Linda. All right. So those are some new rubber stamps, and those are faux postage. I have a variety of them that I have added to the shop. I've also added what I call Christmas Quartet. December Quartet. That's what I called it. December Quartet, which is 4 little stamps, and you can see them right here. This is December, Christmas, Snowflake, and Noel. Oh no, I dropped my phone. It fell out of my pocket. Let's put it up here out of the way. Hey, Amanda, thank you for your donation. Hey, Julie, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm cutting some envelopes up to the side while y'all look at, yeah, I got little birds, postage, faux postage stamps. I'm working on some more that I'll be adding. I also have added some new stencils to the shop. So if y'all are looking for, hey Margie, thank you so much for your donation. If you're looking for some new stencils, those are available as well. All right, so I got those cut. All right, y'all got a good gander at those. Move those out of the way. I wasn't sure if I was going to use them today. I don't know if I'll get to them or not. It's one of those things. All right, so I've got my little box that I like to spray in. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay my envelopes inside the box. I've got the stencil that goes to the Merry Lil Christmas creative kit, the subscription box. And hey, you know what? I could really use your help. If you enjoy my doing these live streams, if you like that I share these ideas with y'all, do me a big favor. This is a free thing you can do for me. Share my videos, share products that I offer in my shop, blog posts that I have, the tutorials that I have. Please share those so others find me. Also, if you do order from me, please go into my website, go to the product that you purchased, and if you enjoy it, I definitely want a positive review. Review those products for me so that when people come to my website, they can see how happy everyone is. And if you're unhappy with a product, let me know. I will do my best to make it right. I had a lady that ordered a stamp right when I first started. That was the Merry Lil Christmas Holly. And there was a problem with the font. And I didn't test the stamp. I just cut it, prayed, that was a Moppet page, that it would work. And turns out that the cross letters on the T did not come out because they were so fine. And she let me know. And so I am remaking the stamp as a different font and sending that to her. So I'm trying to make it right. Okay. I turned over and sprayed both sides. Make sure you shake up your Tattered Angels really well so that mica is up in the liquid. All right, I'm getting another scrap of paper. I'm going to mop this up. Oh, thank you, Robin, for your donation. Thank you. So welcome. So glad. Hey, Kat. Welcome, Sam. Hey. Your order should be on the way. Hey, Ruby Lily, welcome. Oh, and by the way, if maybe you're lurking and you won a prize from one of my live streams, I have a couple of people that I don't have your mailing address. So this is the front and back. And if you could, please go to my website and say, hey, my name is so-and-so. You know, I won a prize a while back. If you know the date, that would be perfect. But just let me know. And so I can get your prize mailed to you because I got a couple of new people. One of them, I think her name was Sharon with a C. And I haven't heard from her. And I've even tried reaching out on YouTube, but she did not respond. All right, since I cut off those edges, and I should have done that before the live, but I'm just going to add some distress inks to those edges. So what am I doing? I'm taking this envelope that you probably wouldn't have used normally because it was left over. Maybe it was used. You could collage over it, but in my case, these were envelopes, however you want to say it. Yeah, your husband has the TV on loud. Well, tell him to turn it down. We don't have time for that. You know, you may have some that were left over. Mine are from when my mom and then a friend that used to put out greeting cards at local stores. All right, so I'm going to take this and fold it in half. And this is going to become a page with a pocket in our mini journal. Now, if you want, You can take a hole punch and punch out the side. I don't generally, mainly because sometimes hole punches don't always cooperate. Now, if you put a scrap of paper behind and then punch, it usually works better. But my papers are still wet from the Tattered Angels, so I'm not going to do that today. Yeah, getting wireless headphones. Hey, Connie, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so I've got these two little pieces, and then I have some elements, some of which are from the kit. So this is from the little mini kit. And here's what I mean by doing assembly line. And then this is the new December quartet. I've stamped those on the little label. By the way, I am going to have some new vintage labels that are about this size that the words will fit in, so you have a variety of labels. Do you want me to add this label by itself? Right now you can get it as part of the Find Your Wings set, and you can also get it in the Bonkers Quartet, I think is what it's called. And you can get that label there. So if you purchase those other stamp sets already, you've got that label. But if you're not one that likes those particular stamp sets, but you want just the label by itself, speak up. Let me know. You leave me a comment in the comment section of this video. Hey, Linda, add that. It's not a problem. I can add it as a product. I just hadn't yet because I wasn't sure if anybody wanted it. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Ah, he turned it down for you, Julie. Well, good. All right, so we've got this, and then I've got, this is from the kit, and then I did the word Christmas. And so what I did was I stamped out the labels. Actually, I cheated. I printed them on my computer because, you know, I'm the artist and I have access to that. And what I did was I took my Distress inks and a blending brush and then just brushed over that label. And then I took a marker and went around the outside edge. And then this one, you may not be able to see it, but do you see the sparkle? And that was from one of those Spectrum Noir sparkle pins. So I did all that. I also stamped and colored and fussy cut. That's why it took me so long. Little holly leaves. So I thought what we'd do is decorate these. I'm thinking that I want to create a little pocket on the front here. I've got some cardstock that I cut into tall, skinny cards that I thought could go right here. So what else could we put on there? Well, how about maybe, I don't know, let's see. Do I want to do that on there? Or I could put this on here. And I've got the little snowflake from the Festive Cube. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this over. I've got 4 cards because I've got 4 journals that I want to make. So this is how I'm showing you assembly line. So we're going to lay this out. Let's get some black archival ink. Yeah, get your holly stamps out and use them. You know, I hope that, yes, I do offer these products in my shop for sale. And I'm trying not to always just be a commercial for my shop, but maybe you'll see something that you already have that you can use. So what if we did something like that? I kind of like that. Just putting that beside the snowflake. So I'm going to glue this down. I cut little cards. I think these are 2.5 inches by 4.25 inches. I happen to have a stack of some green cardstock in my stash that I had previously cut to be 8.5 by 5.5 inches. And so I was trying to figure out how could I use that. I thought, well, why not cut this up? And then I can make little journal cards to go in our mini. All right. So put that like this. Sometimes I'll put an acrylic block on top to hold it down. All right, I'm trying to look at the chat in case if y'all have a question or a comment that I need to read, try to put it in all caps and I'll do my best to read it. Yes, the bird stamps could be easily be made into Christmassy. Exactly, Julie. And that's another thing, look at what you already have, and maybe it's a possibility that it could go ahead and be altered a little bit to be Christmassy. All right, so now I'm just going to glue on two sides this little piece and place that right here. I'm going to grab an acrylic block, put it on top, and then I'll get the next one. And I've got 4 of these, so I'm going to do all of them at the same time. I got most of my other pages staged before the video, and these are a couple that I did not get staged. I think I want to put that right side up. I think that's right side up. I think that's right side up. Okay. So I'm just going to do that again. So with the mini kit, you get 2 sets of the ephemera, and you get 2 cardstock covers in the printed kit. In the digital kit, these come 2 covers and 2 pages on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So what happens is, this is not folded straight. When you print them, you actually have enough. You may have to print the ephemera twice, but you have enough to make 4 journals if you print them as they are. Block on here. Okay. Wow. AK Fifi. So Margie, Feline, Faluk Feline family just won a bunch of junk bucks playing one of the in-chat games. Congratulations. Okay. So let's put that right here. All right, so we've got that on this side. Ugh. While that's drying a moment, I have a couple of journal cards that are going to go inside. So I'm going to set these up here. And I have this little piece here that needs to be put in a tuck spot. And I have these little guys. So I'm trying to figure out, how do I want to attach those? So I think what I want to do, slide this over, is I'm looking at this guy, and I happen to have some little scraps of paper. I wonder if I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have these little red scraps of paper. And what I was thinking is, if I glued this guy onto this red scrap, then it would allow me to have a little bit deeper of a tuck spot for this guy here. What do you think? Maybe? Yeah? Let's look at this. I think I want to put it on this side, so let's swap that. And if we were to put it like this, then this could go right here as a little tuck spot. Okay, so let's take these little pieces. This is what I cut off of these cards in order to fit inside my envelope. That's where I got those, if you're curious. So I'm going to get some distress inks, and let's distress those, and then let's think about it. How about maybe do I want it the full length, or do I want the shorter one? I think the shorter one works. Okay, let's do the short one. Let's stamp on top of these pieces. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll stamp on though. One of my journals is on eBay? What? Okay, now you're going to have to send me a message. Who's selling my journal on eBay? What? Somebody, did you do it? Are you selling one of mine? I kind of like to know who's selling one of my journals on eBay. They must have bought it or won it and decided they're letting it go. letting it be free. All right, I think if I lay this out here, what if we use the holly leaf? Maybe the holly leaf stamp. Oh no, let's use the let's use one of the Christmas bows. Let's see. Bow, Christmas bow. I always say that wrong. Uh-oh, that goes right there. Where is it? Aha. Well, yeah, let's do that. I've got this one here. You're going to have to send me a message. Aw. You'd never let one go. The bid is $10? It depends on what it is. I mean, are they selling my digital kit, printed kit, or a physical journal that I made? If they're selling my journal and it's not a replica, it's my journal, they can sell it. It's theirs to sell. All right, so see there, I stamped that. What do you think of that little strip? And then if we put this guy on top of it, doesn't that kind of make it look neat? All right, let's do that again. Yeah, message that link to me, Janice, either on my Facebook page or you could put it in the comment box down below. Email it to me at email me at lindaisrael.com. All right, I got that. All right, so we've made these 4 little pieces. So what I'm going to do now is just glue this guy down on this side, kind of in the middle. It could be. Now we're all curious, right? Who's trying to sell one of my journals on eBay? And how'd you find it, Janice? How did you come across it? How did you know it was there? We're going to be investigating after this live stream. I'll have to look to see if I know the username and see if it's somebody that bought one or they won one. What journal is it, Janice? Yeah, I want to see. We all want to see. Janice, you've opened a can of worms, lady. Okay, I like that. So, this guy is going to go right here on this side. You see that? It is one of the dancing dragonflies. Okay. Thanks, Barb. Well, and it could be that someone bought my kit and made the journal. I know that there are a couple of my customers who buy my kits to make journals with. Then they sell the journal that they made. And there's not a copyright issue there. You are allowed to sell them. You're just not allowed to sell reproduction of my pages, meaning you can't sell the digital files or just print the kit and sell it as a printed kit. You have to make something with it. All right, so I'm just putting those guys together. Oh, it's one I made, huh? Wow. So I'll have to look to see who won one of my dancing dragonflies. Robin can look on the spreadsheet. Who was it? Who is the person that just gave it up? It's one I'm at. Thank you, Giovanna. It does say made by Linda Israel. Wow. I feel like I'm a celebrity. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, Roseanne, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we know that these guys are going to go in there. We know that these guys are going to go over here. I haven't decided what I want to do decoration-wise on these guys, and then we need to do something on the other side. So, looking around here. Oh, and I also have some new stamps sets. There is some beauty and simplicity. Let life surprise you. Never stop exploring. Collect beautiful moments. Make a wish. Best day ever. Stay wild. Free spirit. Follow your soul. Let's adventure. Choose to share. Be authentic. These are all new rubber stamps. You keep all, Jenna says. Oh, thank you, Lori. Should I feel offended that they're selling it, or should I feel honored that they're selling it? Offended because they're not going to keep it, or honored like, oh, they think it might be of some value? I did recently find out that one of my customers passed away. That was a sad shock. Her husband messaged me. He's like, I need to cancel subscription box for so-and-so. She died. I'm like, oh, that's so sad. Both, Julie says. All right, so I've got these cards that are green. How about, oh, you know what? I've got the snowflake border. Since we did snowflakes on the other, I'm going to go down the edge because when I put these cards in here, this edge will kind of stick out here just a little bit. Well, and is it an auction, or is it it's only worth $10, meaning you have to bid on it and then you have a chance to get it? What do you think? Just a little, this is the snowflake border. This is where you can do stuff really fast if you want. Now, if you want, you can flip it over and do the other side. So why not? It does kind of peek out. Whoop! Almost made a mess. Like so. Yeah, back to my... Come back. Oh, thank you, Linda. Well, Linda, yours is on the way. Linda won one of my the Christmas planner from last week. And your order is on the way. I'm going to do the red the same way. It's on the way. And once you have, things pre-cut, this can go really fast. In my opinion, anyway. All right. So these cards are ready to go in the pockets of our envelopes. This card's going to go here. This card's going to go there. And let's flip this over as oh, I was going this way. I could swap that, I guess. I don't know. I kind of like the wish list poking out there. I could do it this way. But you know what? When you get this journal, you can do with it as you wish. You can sell it on eBay, apparently. You can take it apart and make something else with it. All right, so looking at this side, I have these little holly leaves, and I have the word Christmas. And I could do a holly leaf down here. What do you think? Something like that? Yeah, I like it. We'll do that. Go bid, Barb. It's an auction. Auction. Alrighty. Well, Robin, if you want to share the link, you can. If you want to promote it to whoever it is that's selling it, I'll have to go look. You can look on the spreadsheet, Robin, to see who won that journal. I'm trying to remember who's in Michigan that won it. Now I want to go look. All right, so we're doing the mini. And I'm showing you a way to mass produce 4 journals that you can use as for yourself or give them as gifts. You've got opportunities to do all kinds of things here, right? Okay, Robin shared the link. If y'all want a chance at that journal, I guess you can go bid on it. And I feel honored. I'll have to watch it to see what it ends up going for. When's it end? Robin will have to send me that link in my email, in my Facebook Messenger, Robin. I'd like to go look at it later because I won't find it in the chat. No, everybody don't go now. You have to stay here while we're working. 22 hours. Oh, wow, it's going to end quick. That's pretty crazy that someone put it up there. Maybe they're trying to get a little Christmas money. Or maybe they're trying to sell it so they can buy more rubber stamps and stencils and kits for me. To keep me in business. You know, I appreciate y'all's support. I appreciate you ordering items from me, being here during my live streams, watching my recorded videos, sharing my videos, sharing my posts on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or wherever your preferred social media is, so that others can find me. I greatly appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to stick the red over here. You see how that kind of sticks out? And then we'll stick the green. And since I did it down the side and it's not directional, it doesn't really matter which side it's in. And the page should still fit. This is my cover, my inner cover, inside and not stick out, okay? All right. Linda always looks on the... I try to, you know, why not? Thank you, Robin. She sent me the link, so I got it. Or maybe I should send him a message. I hope that you sell it high enough to buy some more stuff for me. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm trying to hurry and get my pages made. I like that I use the variety of different shades of greens and reds. Okay, one more. Woohoo! It says the country of manufacture is Israel. No, it was made in the United States, people. All right. So that was a journal page. Did y'all see it? So you come to this page first. This comes out. You have writing space in the back. You have this journal card. You have this journal card in the pocket that's two-sided. Then you flip the page and you can write over here and you write over there with the snowflakes in the background. This journal comes out. It's two-sided. We used a scrap behind the fussy cut element from the kit to be a little tuck spot. You like it? I hope so. Exactly. Have fun creating. That's the key. Alrighty. What is this? I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do for a prize for y'all. Okay, I've got a couple little things we can do here. Hey, Dean. Thank you for your order. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your order's on the way, and thank you for your donation. All right, y'all enter the raffle if you haven't already. I'm gonna put this away. Put it away, and get the next pages. I save little Ziploc baggies. What size is the mini journal? All right, Lori, let me get one of the covers out. So when it's closed, it is approximately 3.5 by 5.25 inches tall. So when you open it up, it is 7 by 5.25 is what the size is. And if you get the printed journal, it's already pre-cut. If you get the digital, when you purchase the digital large kit or the digital subscription box, or all three of the digitals, meaning if you order the subscription box and you add the digital subscription box or the digital large journal kit, you get this free as a digital download. Did I answer your question? How many can you make the mini? Well, you know, if you wanted to, Julie, you could, if you have the digital download, you could tell that 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper to print as a 5 by 7. So it would be half that size. If you printed that size, that's an idea. All right. As many as you want. All right. So next, I stamped the candy cane. I just thought the candy cane was a fun little stamp, and I didn't want a great big one. I like the idea of having smaller stamped images that I can place throughout my journal. So I made all of these and fussy cut them. This is why it takes me so long to do these. Then this comes in the kit, this little 25s, and sometimes my printer smudges, and that's okay in my opinion because that makes it known that it's handmade. These are the corner pockets that come in the kit. Then I stamped out the little gnome and I watercolored them. So his beard, I used the Candlelight Tattered Angels, and then I used watercolor pencils, and then I used Tattered Angels to paint. So I have a little paint palette that I spray into. Some of them are still wet even. Then I have these little cards that I haven't decorated yet, but I've got them laying here. This time I cut some scrapbook paper, and I didn't have enough to cut 4 of the exact same thing. So I just cut a couple of different ones. And how about if we get a stencil to stencil the back side? So let me look here. How about, oh, did y'all see my new, oh, let's do the buffalo plaid. Did you see my, are these butterflies or dragonflies stencil? Yeah, your hand was cramping. I know, it's hard to do all of them at one time. And I do that a lot. I'll get tired. Isn't that cool? That's a scrapbook paper that I have. All right, so let's use the buffalo plaid stencil. I haven't used that in a little while. So let me grab a scrap of paper here to keep from getting my tabletop dirty. Oh yeah, y'all enter the raffle. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm gonna lay this down. I think what I want to do first is I want to add a little color to this. So I'm getting out, this is my, where is it? This is for my red, and this is for my green. I want to order more of these brushes. As everybody sees my Amazon wish list, I want more of these brushes. They look like moths to you, Robin? Well, see, I'll let you determine what you want to call them. I put butterflies or dragonflies. They could be moths. All right, so I've got peeled paint and fire brick distress ink. And I think what I want to do is kind of add a little bit of some red, just so that this page isn't completely stark white. Okay. And then we're going to lay the stencil on here. Y'all in the raffle? I got peeled paint. I got my green. And it's going to be light. I don't really want it to be super dark. And apparently I don't have it straight either. I moved. All right. So that kind of just put a subtle... Oh, thank you, Janice, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They are 110% dragonflies, Barb says. All right, so let's do that again. So I'm going to go with the red. That one I got a little heavier handed. And then we'll lay my stencil down. I'll try to get it straighter. Maybe if I go across the edge just a little bit, it'll be a little bit straighter. Not much. All right. You have to go with the diagonal. Get a little pattern going. They could be gnats. No, they're not gnats. Besides, if they are moths, that's okay. Moths are beneficial. All right, so there is this one with, it's just a faint pattern. All right, we got to do it again with the brush. Okay. You know, I'm going to do this since I've got it in my hand. All right. Then I can close this and put it away. See, it's good to put things away every once in a while. No heart bugs. You gotta love all the bugs. They're all good for us. But birds eat gnats. Yes, they do. Dragonflies eat gnats. And hummingbirds eat mosquitoes. So yes, they are beneficial. They could be annoying as well. You know, it's kind of cool if you think about it. Every plant pretty much has a critter that survives because of that plant. And then the same plants survive because of a critter. I was watching out in my backyard one day. I have some sedum that was blooming. And I was noticing that at different times of the day, you would see bees on it. Later, you would see butterflies, moths later, then wasps were on it. So it was kind of interesting watching all the different critters that visited this one plant. All right, let's do the, you like that? You like the buffalo plaid? Thank you. Uh-oh, your boyfriend has got a puppy and he is so bad. Your boyfriend's bad or the puppy is? Oh, he's cute, cute, cute. I'm gonna do it, Robin. I got it right here. Okay. Y'all enter the raffle because Robin's gonna get on me if I don't. All right, we're gonna do this. This is an oddball item. This was a prototype type thingy. So I'll show that. Let's pick the winner of 200 junk bucks. Oh, Manda Dawn got in. Yeah, I have to shut my craft room door because Oreo, who is Henry's dog, the little stinker, he'll be at the shop with Henry all day. He'll come in the house, he'll walk around a little bit, and if my door's open and I'm not in here, he will come in here and he will pee on something. I'm like, seriously, you just came from outside. Yeah, he stays down in his space. Keep out of yours. All right, the winner of 200 joke bucks is Tammy in the crafting disaster. Well, congratulations, Tammy. I will add that to your account at the end of the live stream. Once you get to 2,000 junk bucks, you can redeem those for a $10 off coupon. Also, you can use it to play games in the chat. So, yay! Congratulations. All right, let's reset this. Go like this. And we're going to call this envelope folio. Yeah, that works. Why not? So this was a project that I made a while back. I had these envelopes and I glued them together with fabric after I sprayed them with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. And it's really not the best design because this was like a prototype. And so I should have done it a little bit differently when I made it. But, you know, hindsight's 2020. And the envelope is empty, but I thought I would share this with y'all because you could then take this and turn it into a fabulous little project. Or you could put it on eBay and sell it. Do I need to sign it? You know, I better sign it. I better sign it, right? Here, let's do this. I'll just sign it. And I'll just put 2021. Because I don't remember when I made it. All right, so that'll be our next raffle. Oh, that's where that is. Okay. Robin, I found your card that I'm going to be giving you. I was going to give that to you tomorrow, but I couldn't find it. Alrighty. So we got this side. I think I want to stamp on here. So let's look at our stamps. How about the little bow? If I just stamp that right there. Oh, that looks kind of cute, doesn't it? Just a little bow on there. So I'm just going to stamp this over and over and over. I don't think you have to put huge 3D embellishments on every page or decorate every page really to the full extent if you like. I've got this where I use the Gaudi numbers and I just put them together as 25. So I'm just going to stamp that. I'm going to use this box as my frame. Like that. And I'm going to use this green box because there wasn't a clear one. How's that? And this kind of is plain around the edge. Since I have the Christmas bow out, or the bow duo, I'm just going to add a little bit on the edges, like that. Oh, Robin's fast. She got that Christmas bow ready because it was already here. Whoop, whoop. Manda won some junk bucks. All right, so we did that side. So now we've got the other side. Let's put my stamp up. Close the... Put things away so you don't have to deal with it. All right, so I've got these pocket pieces. So I think I'm going to put them on this side, and then we'll use the little candy cane maybe. And maybe what we'll do is we'll put the gnome on our journal card. I think that would be kind of cute. And maybe put the 25 up there. I think I like that. The candy cane, I think it might need something behind it. And I happen to have some little scraps of paper here. Do I want to just cut that and make it a little frame? Because I think I have enough. What do you think? Make a little frame for the candy cane? Or just put it directly on the page? I'll lay them side by side. Y'all can tell me which one you prefer. Make a little frame or glue them directly down. You're stealing the 20. Yeah, get your font, stamps out, your number stamps out. And then just put the number together. And then you'll need the buffalo plaid stencil. All right, we're going to lay that down here. Glue that down directly on the page. I like the frame. Some people like the frame. I see 3 people that say the frame. Robin's going to be outnumbered. So here it is on the green paper. I could do it with red on the green paper. Traitors, traitors. What else? I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope you're having fun. I'm having fun. I'm laughing anyway. Because we're picking on Robin. All right, so we're going to do the frame. So right now, I'm just going to glue down these pockets. And then we'll do the frame. I'll do red on the green paper, and I'll do green on the mostly red paper. How's that sound? It's a good thing I have an abundance of acrylic blocks here. You're laughing so hard. She's snorting. She's laughing so hard. Poor Robin never gets her way. She's so abused. Robin, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being my helper during my live streams. You were greatly missed when you were not here. So thank you for coming back. All right, so where's my little piece of paper? So I think what I'm going to do is just cut this. I'm going to glue it down and then I can cut it pretty straight. Ooh, I see how you are. Her neighbors are probably going, what is wrong with that woman? I'm kind of putting it at an angle on the piece of paper, but not too much. And I'm not sure. No, it's not big enough to do both ends. So we'll cut it really close. I'll just throw that scrap aside. And we'll do some distress ink around the edges. I could have stamped on top of the green paper, but I think that'll work like that. You like it? Okay, that's what we're doing. I'll do one more. So I'm going to glue it down, cut it. You feel the love? Okay, I'm glad you feel the love, Robin. Robin's so abused. Alrighty. I'm glad I saved these little scraps. Alright, we'll put some distress ink on that one. Alright, so I got 2 more candy canes. I'm going to do it on some red paper, which is here somewhere. Okay, these should fit. It should fit on here. Should be the same size because I cut them all the same. It's pretty tight though. That must be fatter. Why is this one? Oh, I know what I did. I had a shorter piece that I used. All right, what do you think? Is that too narrow? I think if I barely tilt it, I think it'll be all right. We'll just do it. We're going to do it. Live with it. Oh, no. You should complain to the management. Go complain to management. There is a noise ordinance in Yukon, Robin. Body corporate rule. It's funny how different countries describe things, because we call it a noise ordinance. She calls it a body corporate rule. Woo! Tree trimming at 7 a.m. is too early. Well, I got you beat. At 5 a.m., one of my neighbors has a, what do I call this? A hot rod vehicle that when it starts up, it sounds like, it's really, really loud, and that wakes me up. So, all right, so I did the red, and I've done the green. So we can glue these down. Yes, there is a noise ordinance in Yukon. So if you can't knock on their door and say, hey, turn down your music, your TV, whatever you're doing, and they do it, then call the police, because they should come out and tell them that if they don't turn it down, that you can file charges. All right, so we're going to put the green on the red. You've heard it, Robin, haven't you? Yeah, it's really obnoxious. All right, I got one more page that we're going to make, and then we've got the covers, which I need to finish. I started, but I haven't finished all 4 covers. Alrighty. So we've got that side, this side. Now we need to do the journal cards here in a moment. All right. That's hilarious, Amanda. You never know what you're going to see or hear during one of Linda's live streams, right? Oh, dear. Gotcha. Oh, I see. So body corporate is for the apartments or townhouses. The rules for council areas are separate. Interesting. Well, they're all the same here. Even though apartment people don't pay property taxes, they do pay sales tax in Oklahoma anyway. So they are still under the same governance as everybody else. All right, so if we put this guy on here, his background's kind of plain, isn't it? We need to probably put something on there. I'm thinking, what if I kind of stamp, I get a stamp block. Where's my square one? Oh, well, it must be somewhere else. I'm going to do the poinsettia. Oh, that's where my square one is. It's being in use. It's being used. All right, let's see. If I were to stamp this, let me get a scrap of paper here. Stamp this guy, and then we put him kind of over it so he's behind it, and then that up at the top. That kind of gives us a neat, so maybe off the page a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stamp this kind of off the page, and I'm going to stamp it again up here. So we did that, and then we'll glue this guy on top. How's that? Does that kind of give us a nice little pattern? So let's repeat that. on these other journal cards. So up here and down here. Up here and down there. Probably should have got up a little higher on that one, but here and down there. All right, now we need to glue. Glue, glue, glue. Here we go. Glue, glue, glue. You like that? Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you, Margie. Yes, indeed. You weren't sure what was going on? It was a car. Someone had a car in my neighborhood that makes noise because they have this hot rod vehicle. All right, I'm going to use my big block on top. Put this guy back on my stamp sheet. I did spend some time, what I call creating a index for my stamps. I have a bunch of beeline design stamps that I just stuck down onto cling sheets, but I didn't have the index of the images on the cling sheet. I just had the stamps. So I spent some time trying to get those. I'm missing a card. There it is. Index a little bit. Oh, well, thank you. You're terrible at stamping, Amanda. You know, basically, here's what I'll tell you, Amanda, is don't rock your stamp. Stamp straight up and down and leave the stamp on the paper for a moment so that the ink can transfer to the paper. So if you're not leaving it setting very long, then it won't leave a good impression. I also prefer quality inks. I suggest that you invest in the archival ink by Ranger. That's a quality ink. You can use Stays On ink. It smells, in my opinion, but it's a good permanent ink. So you get a good impression. All right, so those are good. Good to go, man. And I'll show you what I mean by indexing. So I stamp the images, and if I know the name of it, I wrote it, you know, Bow Duo, Christmas Cat, Cardinal. That way, well, I can look at this side of the sheet and know what my stamps are. And what I started doing was going ahead and putting the image on both sides. So I got this side all completed. In the case of yesterday, I scanned in this side and then used my computer to mirror it, to reverse it, so that it's on the other side, so I know exactly where my stamp goes. I think that's handy. Alrighty, so we're going to put our journal cards in the little pockets. You like that? All right, so I'll flip through this little page again so you can see. So here's this page, and then you open it up, and we use buffalo plaid and stamping. And then on this side, we have the journal card. And then the only difference is the different colored paper. And this was just some scrapbook paper that I had in my stash. Okay. Thank you, Robin. I don't know, it's handy that way. Gotcha. Use the Tim Holtz as what is this? I'm getting mine out. The stamping platform, and I also have a Misty platform as well. Oh, there's where that is. And I've invested in the sepia, the watering can, and the jet black inks. All right, clean my hands a little bit. Sometimes, whoo, I knock something off. It's a handy tool. All right, let's get the last one out. If I get it out of the zipper bag. This one, I already made the journal cards. I took the little snowflake from the festive cube and stamped it. And then I did the to-do list from my shop. Both of these are in my shop, actually. And then I've got a couple of rubber stamps. And then I have from the kit, the Joyeux Noël and Silent Night. I have the little gnomes that Norella created for the kit. I went ahead and stamped and watercolored the poinsettia and then fussy cut that out. And I have the Scattered Stars stencil. I also have the small diamond stencil. So we're going to do the Scattered Star stencil first. Scoop this up out of the way. What I'm going to do is lay both pieces of paper down onto my page here. This is a piece of paper that I think I scraped with a debit card like this and acrylic paint. It could have been a gel print. I don't remember. It's just been cut down to be the same size page. And I decided it needed another layer. So I'm going to lay down this stencil. And to help keep it from moving, I got some washi tape here that's laying on my desk. So I'm just going to go around the edge. Oh, I have Noelle. Noella, I have Noella. Noelle, I have Noella, I have Noelle. Can't get my words out. Yeah, tell them to leave you alone. Wanting you to work. God, how dare they? Alrighty, so I have some acrylic paint here. I have a scrap of paper. So I'm going to squeeze out a little. I don't know if I have very much of this paint left. I think I need to open my new container. But you know, I'm frugal. And so I'm going to squeeze out every last drop that I can. Because Henry said I can't spend any money. So, alright, so I've got a little bit of acrylic paint. And I have one of these sponge daubers by Ranger Ink. And I like using it for sponging on acrylic paint through my stencils. So I'll just grab a little bit of this acrylic paint, kind of daub it onto my scrap of paper here. And we're going to go across pretty quick. And I'm just adding a pattern. You want to make sure you go up and down. You don't want to slide this back and forth because then your paint will go under the stencil. Hopefully I have enough paint out. I may need to get some more. I have to get a little heavier handed on this side. Kind of picking up some of the paint from the other side. So I'm using some acrylic paint for y'all live. Can you believe it? All right, so I'm going to clean this pretty quick. So I'm going to take my tape off. I can sometimes reuse it a couple of times. I'm going to set my papers aside to dry for a moment. Do you see the patterns? So I'm going to set that aside. And I've got a tray here. So I'm going to spray my stencil with some, what is this? Thieves in a spray bottle. And then I've just got a paper towel here that I'm just going to use to clean this off real fast. And if you work pretty quick, you can get all that paint off your stencil. I can also have a tub of water if I'm going to do a bunch and put that to my side. But I just wanted to show you that I got that pretty clean, pretty quick. I'll clean my tray later. It can go to the sink. And I've got a towel here. So I buy old kitchen towels, or I take my old kitchen towels and bring them to my craft room. And like that, it's clean. It doesn't hurt to take a moment. And then here's what I did. I created a file folder out of some papers and used little tabs at the top with the name on it so that I can put this into my holder of all my stencils, which is this guy. Let me get one down. So I have a little scrapbook tote that I put all my stencils in. Like, here's my stencil clubs. So when you get your stencil club, your page isn't this big. It's half this size. But you could glue that to the front of a file folder, and then you'll be able to find your stencils. All right, so there's our pages that we made. That may be still a little bit wet, so I'm going to use my heat tool to dry it. Oh, you love the stencil sound? I try to do no by November, which means I overspend the last week of October, the first week of December. Hey, Bonnie, welcome, welcome, welcome. You got your coupon code finally? Oh, yeah, you're still an administrator. I forgot. Well, I hope the doctor gave you a good note. If you don't have any old towels, you can ask local hotel if they have any stained linen. You know what? I think I may do that. Okay. So what do you think? So we took that plain green that I had scraped on the paper and added the gold. And it's the gold metallic acrylic paint, antique gold, master's touch on top. All right, so now I'm going to flip it over to the back side. And this time I have the little diamond stencil. Just want to lay that down, and I will, well, I don't think my washi tape's going to stick. Here, I've got some other washi tape. I have an old roll here. Washi tape does go bad, so try to use it. Otherwise, you have to use glue to get it to stick. All right, so this time, oh, I forgot to clean my dauber. So I happen to have some water here, so I'm just going to put it down in my water. And then I've got a towel to the side that I'm just daubing that out. So don't forget to clean the dauber too. All right, so for the inside, I want a green pattern. So we're going to grab the peeled paint and my little green blending tool. What time is it? 5 o'clock? Okay. So if we get to $55 today, I will be giving away 4 mini journals. So if you want a chance to win one of these journals so that you can sell it on eBay, make a donation of any dollar amount. Oh, dude, that still cracks me up. All right, I'm gonna clean my hands again. You glue that. You have trust issues. I understand, Laura. It does not stick, and I have quite a bit of it, so I've been trying to use it. And one way to do that is to use it to hold stencils down. And then I have in front of me here, y'all probably wondering, where is she going with her hands? I have a large, I guess it's a 36-inch television. That's what's connected to my desktop computer that I have 3 web cameras attached to. And I use the frame across the bottom. All right, so there's the stenciling. What do you think? Oh, wait, do I need... Oh, yeah, I forgot. I put away my scrap of paper and I'm not done yet. All right, so now I've got this guy. And I've got from the Bow Duo. This is a different stamp. I want to come in from the side and stamp this. Okay? It may not be perfect, but it's there. And we'll stamp it over here. And we'll stamp it over there. And then I have the images from the kit that I'm going to put on top. Yeah, washi tape is just decorated masking tape. It isn't meant to stick forever. Now you tell me, Nadine says. I always glue it down. Because it won't stick forever. And it's like, I used to use glue sticks for some projects. And I went back and picked up a project that I had only used glue stick. And everything just popped apart. So I no longer use glue sticks to hold things together. All right, so now I've got this portion done. And I get the labels straight. Oh, it slid. Okay, so I'm going to fold my page in half. Fold my page in half. All right, so now we need to do something on this side. So this is a gel print on a book page. And I just trimmed it down so that it fits. It should fit if I trimmed it correctly. Right here on the front page. So I've got 2 of them. So what I'm going to do, I actually have 4 because I've already done the others, is I've got my holly leaf stamp, and we're going to stamp that all over. It'll stay. So here's where you do, Amanda. You stamp it, let it rest for a moment, even pressure, so that the ink transfers. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Stamping away, my friends. So even though it had a pattern on it, I decided that it wasn't quite enough for the poinsettia that I want to put on top. So see how it looks now with the poinsettia on top? True. Robin says glue sticks are good to hold something in place and while you get ready to sew it. Yeah, when you're doing stuff with kiddos, only because it's less messy. Yeah, kiddos can be a little overzealous with glue. And it's funny when I'll do a workshop, I'll say, okay, now adhere this down. And I'll look and they'll have like this huge glob of glue. And I'm like, honey, you don't need that much glue. Oh yeah, the art glitter glue. Well, see, I use the best glue ever because it has that small fine point. but it's also expensive, so I don't use a lot of it. I just prefer that leans, and I like this little tip that I got off of the Easy Squeeze bottle. All right, so we got that piece. And I think, oh yeah, okay, so I have the Noel. So again, I used Distress Inks over the label, and then I used a marker to go around the outside edge so that I have that unique little design. And let's glue that on top here. If you sew them. Yeah, you have to sew them. If you don't sew them, you need to use another glue. All right, put my washi tape back up here. All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to make the cover, the outside cover, after I get this glued together. So that's going to be glued down right there. Yeah, sometimes adults do too. Yeah, exactly. Go easy on the glue. You don't need a lot of glue. Well, and if they're not used to doing these types of crafts, oh, I forgot, I need to put just a little bit of glue down this edge, then they may not know to just use a small amount of glue. Don't need a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little bit. Put that on there. This guy can go there. I'm putting my stamps away while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, most of them were newbies. Yeah, you know, and that's great. People start, you know, just with everything. Do it in moderation. Do it in moderation. Oh, I forgot. I was going to put this on this side. Okay, got to get my little tab there. Oh, that's what I thought. See, this one is longer, so I'm going to have to trim it. Just a tad. There. I was kind of eyeballing it when I was trimming them, so I didn't do exact measurements. Basically, I had a 5x7 gel print that I cut into fourths. You like that? Dot, dot, not a lot. Kindergarten teacher mantra. There you go. You like that, Ashley? Thank you so much. All right. So then, this little card will go in the pocket. Like that. All right, so then I've got the gnomes, and I'm just going to glue them directly down. I'm not going to make them a tuck spot. There's already so much stuff in this little journal. Oh my goodness. And then here's the other pages that I made. This one I already had a pattern on there, and the pocket's on the other side. But it's the same concept. And then I did the same stenciling on the inside. Okay. So let's look at our pages that I made ahead of time, which was, oh yeah, this one. Okay. So this is a page that I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and cut it in half. And that ends up being this size. I didn't cut it in half. I cut it at 5 1/4 inches. And I had a little flip piece, so I just scored it. So this was a mop-up page using the snowflake stencil from the Merry Lil Christmas kit. Oh, thank you. SMER. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know. Who is that? Thank you so much. Now you're snorting. Yeah, about fragrances. Yes, Laura. And then I use the snowflake border here. And then this is from the Festive Cube. And then I realized it after I stamped it. That's the Holly Swag stamp. But if you look, there is a bow on there. And I stamped it that way. But you know what? We're just going to leave it. And then this is a gel print. And I just put the candy cane directly down. And then on this side, I took a piece of cardstock. I had some of that green cardstock, and I stenciled using the Christmas Dream, the little tree snowflake stencil that comes in the kit. Here I stamped onto a scrap of paper the number 25, and I used the December from the December Quartet and the Holly Leaf on a 3x3 journal card. And then this is one of Norella's digital vintage Santa ATC size. And I stitched around the outside edges. So these are all the same, just a different Santa on the inside. Now you're snorting. Everybody's snorting. Oh my goodness. Look at all these pages that I've got here for our journals. All right, so I'm going to set this aside for a moment. Clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Can't keep up with leaks anymore. Oh dear. I want to spend some money on the star stencil and the buffalo one, and should have before you sent the sub box out, but really shouldn't spend because I have on other things. I understand, Julie. I have not sent it out yet. Okay. So this is a 6-inch strip of canvas that is about, I haven't even measured, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 inches long. It's what I already had, okay? And I cut it at 6 inches because that gets the height of my journal. And I thought, well, I'll look at my scraps of fabric that I have. So I have some sari silk here. These are some Christmas fabric from years ago. Some more Christmas fabric here. This was just a red remnant that I had. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to go over to the sewing machine. So sewing lamb cam. And we're going to sew these down. I'm kind of repositioning it here. This one is wrinkled. I did not iron it. It's always wise, if no one's ever told you, to iron your fabrics before you sew. I don't always do that. Thank you, Barb, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm just kind of positioning these all over. So we're going to go over to the sewing machine. Thank you, Giovanna, for this little lamb. And I'll sew these down. So what I'll do is I'm kind of repositioning that. I think I want this on top of the red. As I'm going to sew down the strips in here. I'll glue this on this side. And I just tore the strips. So I just used a little scissors and snipped it. I'll kind of help hold that in place. So I'm going to stitch down right here. I'll stitch down right here. I'll stitch this piece right here so it doesn't move on me. I'll stitch here and I'll stitch there. Okay? Or I may stitch there and then there. We'll see. All right, let's go to the sewing machine. All righty. I'm kind of looking here. Okay. I have a regular sewing machine, regular thread. I use the same thread in the top as I do in the bottom. I have a standard sewing needle, and I think I still have some. They are the 8012. Am I in the shot there? Is that focused enough? May not be very focused. Needle. I buy 100 of these at a time. They're organ needles, and they last me a really, really long time. In fact, I haven't changed my needle in probably half a year on this machine. And maybe sooner than that because I bent it. But normally it works pretty well for me. Uh-oh, I hit the button. So I've got it set on, mine's electronic, 2.5 by 2.5 on the stitch width and length. And we're just going to get my fabric here so it doesn't go away on me. Start here and then stitch down each segment. Close up on the needles. Okay. And I have a link to those needles on Amazon. Robin may not have time to find it, but I do have a link. If y'all buy anything off of Amazon, please use my links. I greatly appreciate it. I get a little commission. It doesn't cost you anything. Can you use a coupon on the stencils? Yes, you can use a coupon on the stencils, Julie. Why don't you wait and I'll send you since your box hasn't shipped yet, I'll send you a coupon code so that you don't have to pay additional shipping. All right, we're just stitching down. All right, so I stitched those parts. Oh, don't fall apart. I'm going to stitch this way. Get this piece to stay down. If you don't have a sewing machine and you want to use fabric like this, get you some fabric tack glue, and then just be, real consistent and putting glue down, and then put something on it to hold it in place until it dries. All right, am I out of bobbin thread? I think I just ran out of bobbin thread. I did run out of bobbin thread. And it's a good thing I already have one wound. All right, so it goes this way, goes like this. I think I need to stitch this right here just a little bit. So you can do this technique with just glue. Just take your time. I can also glue it with Aleene's tacky glue. You just have to really be careful that you don't put too much glue because it will seep through the fabric. All right, so now we're going to do this strip over here. And I want this piece under. Okay. Get in there where I want you. All right, so now what I'm going to do is go around this outside edge. So I'll stitch all the way around. All right, turn and rotate. So I'm making this long strip. We're going to cut it in half, and then we're going to attach some more fabric for a tie, so we can use this to wrap our journal. All right, y'all still with me? I think I went off. I did. I'm going to re-sew this piece. I looked away when I shouldn't have. All right, so I'm going to trim off this little piece right here, and then I'm going to cut this in half. So I'm just going to grab my sewing scissors and trim off any big pieces. And then I'll cut this in half, and then I'm going to sew where I cut it in half down that edge. So I'm going to sew down this edge here. All right, so now we're going to place the ties on here. So we're going to come back over here. All right, this is main. So I've got these pieces. I have 2 more because I had just enough fabric that I made 4 of these. All right, so what my thinking was is that I want my journal. I'm just going to grab a couple of pages here. This is going to go right here. And this plain piece of fabric would be behind, and then this would fold over the top, okay? So what I need to do is I've got a strip of fabric here, is determine how much of this fabric that I need to tie it shut. So I'm going to look at this. I may need a little bit more. So if I do this, put this under there. Got strings. I tore this so that I'd have strips. And then I'll tie a little bow. I'm kind of playing with the fabric a little bit. So I may need to cut another strip. Because let's see what happens if I cut this in half. Is that the same amount? So that's not enough. All right, so I need to cut another strip or 2. I need to do 4 journals, so I've got to cut. What do I need? I need 3 strips. Okay. So I don't have to be frugal. I was hoping that I could make 2 journals out of each strip, but it's not enough. So I'm going to take this and cut about that much off. All right. So now I know that I want to stitch right here. So I'm going to take my pin and just kind of pin it right here. Because what I'm going to do, actually I need to move this, so we're going to go back this way a little bit. I'm going to pin it right here. Ah, thank you, Laura, for your donation. All right, we're going to do this right this time. So put this here. This goes this way. Let's tie this again. Should be a little bit more even. There we go. Okay. So see what I did there? So I'll trim any excess threads. Get rid of this guy. Flip this over. So we're going to leave this. We're not going to stitch on this side, but we're going to stitch this portion down. And we're going to stitch from here all the way to there. Okay? So I'm just going to put a pin here. Like that. And what I'm going to do is lay this on top. And I'm going to lay out my piece of fabric here. I'm going to cut off, I don't want this end piece. Go the same length with my fabric. Cut it the same length. So I need to do that 2 more times, and then we are going to go back to the sewing machine and sew this together. Then what I will do after we've sewn the strips on is we will put together the mini journal, bind it to our cover, and then I'll do a flip through of how it looks put together. So y'all get in on the raffle if you haven't already. So join the raffle. Okay. I need to get some pins because I just realized my pins are gone. I inherited a bunch of things from a lady that her mom had moved to a new place, but she had all this stuff in her old home that she couldn't take with her because she was a little bit of a craft hoarder, just a little. And so I ended up with this little box full of pins. That lamb is so cute, isn't it? That's one Giovanna made. So thank you, Giovanna, for that little lamb. I just love it. So I'm pinning this to my cover where I know I need to sew so that when I get over there, I don't forget. All right, so there'll be one. So I'm making sure that this portion stays to that side because that's the way I want my fabric piece. And I'm just lining this up. And then I found if I cut this or fold this in half, and crease it, and then unfold it. So I'm trying to keep that pretty even. Fairly even there. And I need another pen. It should be right about in this area. It worked out that I had just enough fabric to make all 4 of these little covers. All right, so I'm going to take this piece, fold it in half. Unfold it, line it up, line this piece up with the fold, get another pin, put it in, flatten it out. Sometimes when you tear fabric, it will curl just a little bit, so I'm trying to, what we call finger press it. Yeah, be 4 different people. Yeah, 4 different people, Lori. So 4 chances to win one of these journals if we get to the dollar amount. Oh, where it's official. We have enough. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Laura, Giovanna, Robin, Barb. I guess that, I know who SMER. Is that Sandra? Janice, Nadine, Robin, again, thank you, Robin. Margie, she gave $25. Manda Dawn and Lori Merchant, thank you so much for your donations, y'all. All right, so we're going to go back to the sewing machine. So sewing lamb gam. And we're going to stitch right here, and I'll kind of stitch across there. Stitch down here, it's right there. We're going to do all 4 of these really fast, or as fast as I can. And one of these moments I may spend some time cutting threads because they're everywhere. Okay, here we go. I think I missed the trash can. Okay, y'all ready for this? Okay, I thought it was Suzanne. Okay, Suzanne, not Sandra, Suzanne. Okay, thank you, Suzanne, for your donation. All right, we're going to start here. I'll move my pen. Put it here for now. We're going to stitch this down. I'll rotate, and then I'll stitch this way. I think I'm going to go ahead and stitch up this way. So we just stitched across there. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Stitching away, here we go. How's the auction going? Did anybody bid on it? Did any of y'all bid on that journal? You know, that journal is worth a minimum, in my opinion, of $59. Oops, I almost went too far. Because if it's from the kit, it costs $49 or $39 for the kit, and I made a journal, so she get at least $59 for it. It's probably worth more, closer to $100 when you consider the time that it took to put it together and all the supplies I used. Hey, the Mrs. Edmondson, how are you? Your package went out. You should be getting it any day now, since we're both in Oklahoma. $59.95, Laura says. I almost did say $59.99. For the bargain price of $59.99. One more cover to sew. Oh, I just realized I didn't sew up the diagonal there. I did on that one. Okay, we'll fix that. Last week when I did the wrap journal, I had to unpick it because I forgot that I don't want to sew it completely down when it wraps around the journal. So that's why I wanted to show y'all today how to do it the correct way. No errors here. Well, we used acrylic paint today. We used stencils and rubber stamps. We used the digital kit. I made a fabric cover. I'm doing a lot of things today. I hope that you've enjoyed the live stream today, that you've got some, you know, ideas. You're right, Robin. Not that many people use fabric for their minis, but I thought y'all might like it. All right, so I've just got a few threads that I'm trying to clean up a little bit. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to lay out, got those covers. I'm going to lay out all my pages here and the covers. So here's the interior covers. So I've got those in a pile. And let's see, do I want this as the center journal page? Maybe, I don't know. I don't think I want the flippy out page. I'll just do that as a page. There's this green. Here's the scrapbook papers. There's the envelope. Let's do the envelope as the center page. I kind of like that look. So I'm going to do that as the center page. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I think what I want to do is, these are going to be my first pages. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe I'm going to swap these around. I'm kind of laying these out the way that I think I want them. And then like that. I'm looking at the flow of things. I was trying not to put these right next to each other in the journal. So now if I go like this, and then just start stacking the pages. Now, some of my pages are shorter, so I need to pay attention and make sure that I get them in the center. And then we'll put this right here. And then we'll put the envelope in. And then we'll put a cover on the outside. And then we'll put the actual fabric cover. So we want this piece of red even-ish with this edge right here. So I'm going to grab my binding tools. And I have a little template. There's my little template. And I need a needle. Yep, got a needle. I sell the bookbinders needles in my shop. They're 2 for $5 and they're really sturdy needles. The eBay person has 12 journals selling. Interesting. Yeah, they must be trying to make some money for Christmas. All right, so I'm going to, oops, paper clip. I'm going to make sure my journal cover is straight. Got a little hanger off here, so I'm going to trim it. Okay. So now I've got my little template. We're going to line that up to the center here. Try to get it lined up. And then I've got my craft pick and pick. Now what I do recommend is you keep your journal at a V and go through all the layers at once. Okay. I'm going to keep my craft pick handy because when I go to do this again in a moment, I won't be able to see the hole from the outside of the fabric. Good win, 90 junk bucks. Whoop, whoop. 1, 2, 3, and I'm doing 4, so I'm just going to cut 2 pieces. So, did you like how I showed the way to make 4 of these journals fairly quickly. I mean, yes, I did have a couple of the pages completed prior to the live stream, but I think you get the gist of it, that it can be done. All right. So we're going to start in the center. I'm going to put the craft pick in this hole, pull my thread around, and then remove it slowly so I can still see the hole. I'm going to hold my thread up out of the way. So if you have problems with doing the pamphlet stitch, the key is to pull these threads up top to get them out of the way. And you want them somewhat tight so that when you go back through this hole here, you're not splitting this thread. That's another reason why I like using wax linen thread, because it stays together. You don't have to worry about it splitting. All right, so I'm going to put my craft pick back through this hole so I can see where the hole is. Like so. All right, we're going to do this 3 more times. That pamphlet stitch template that Robin just shared is for the large journal, but you can use that concept, just make it a little bit smaller for a mini journal. I'm just tying a square knot, and then I'll leave the tails kind of long, and then remove gently the paper clips. And we still have some fibers everywhere. Get rid of the excess threads. And we'll tie a little bow. See how cute that looks? Oh my goodness, it's so darling. All right, let's make it a couple more times. Is the only dish soap you use is Dawn because your name's Amanda Dawn? All right, so we're going to pick up a page, do the next one. So I used some mixed media papers. I made some stencil papers. Did some stamping. We did a little variety of things. Okay, okay. You like that, Janice? Thank you so much. Well, hopefully you've learned something today. You're inspired to create. Hey, and if you're inspired to spend some money, go over to lindaisrael.com. All right, so again, I'm going to get this in the center. Kind of line this up. Paper clip it in place so it doesn't move on you. Oh yeah, perfect, Amanda. Yeah, if you put the little receipts in there so you know what you spent and who you bought gifts for. You could have a page for each person describing things they like and get your ideas down on paper. You could also give these as gifts on Christmas and say to everybody, hey, write down, you know, what you're thankful for, or write down what gifts you got, or whatever. One lady shared that she made a journal out of a magazine and gave it to her mother, and her mother used the journal for a year, and she just recently passed away. So now she has the journal with all of her mom's thoughts in it. I thought that was really sweet to have that. Got lucky I could see that one. All right. Great idea. Could put pockets on each page too if you wanted. You'd also just staple the receipts or pin them to the pages, glue them to the pages. Or hide the receipts because no one really needs to know how much you spent. All right, now I can't see the hole. There it goes. Okay, make sure it's tight. All right. All right, y'all enter the raffle for the little folio envelope. I know it wasn't a big prize, but I thought y'all would have fun with it. Make something out of it. Now I'm curious who that auction is. I'll look it up and I'll know when I see the journal who won it, because I can go back through my notes. Trying to clean up some of the threads. You know what I haven't done yet? I haven't signed these, so I've got to remember to sign them. Then they'll have more value to them. I don't know why I'm spending all this time tying the bow. I just think it makes it look prettier. All right, let's do the next one. Buffering. Uh-oh. Come on now. Don't be buffering. I have the highest internet speed I can get. Since I switched to the new company, I haven't had any internet issues. Almost done. Oh, thank you, Amanda. If you want, that'll save me some research. All right, so we got that piece. All right, get the next cover. Line this up with the edge. So roughly, I guess I spent about 3 hours prepping for the live stream today. And then this live stream is what, almost 3 hours? I don't know where it says, 2.5 hours so far. So you could make 4 journals in about 6 hours. Depends on how elaborate you make all your journal pages. All right. Line up the template in the middle. Poke the holes. Sometimes I like to leave it in there. All right, thread the needle and go. You can make four journal cards in 6 hours. All right, Manda. Oh yeah, I do have gift cards in my shop. So those of you that would like to buy things, you can tell your friends and family to order a gift card from my shop. Also, remember that I have a wish list on my shop, on my website, so that if I tell you something or show you something and you want to remember, you can hit the little heart next to the product and save it so that you can buy it later. And I'm telling you this because I am going to have a sale on Black Friday. if you get my newsletters, you need to make sure you open the one that says Black Friday when it comes out, because there'll be a coupon code that you will have to apply to get, are you ready? 10% off items in my shop. Now, if you already get a discount because you are a subscription holder, you have donated on YouTube, these discounts will stack. Okay? What does that mean? So if you are in my Artistic Stencil Club, you get 20% off all stencils. Well, my coupon code will give you an additional 10% off. So I don't remember if it stacks it like 30% or if it's 10% off of the total before or after the other coupon is taken off. I can't tell you. I haven't done the actual testing to see how it works. But just say you get a discount. And if you have the subscription box and the stencil club, well, you get, that's 25% off stencils and 5% off everything else in the shop except for gift cards and the t-shirt items and printed things like the printed fabric and tote bags and things like that I make. All right, so I got that one done. So make sure you get the newsletter so that you get the coupon code. All right. Don't overanalyze it. You can't seem to manage to make the journal that quick. Well, you know, that's just it. You're supposed to be having fun while you do this. Don't stress about it. Just have fun. And you have to remember that I've been doing this for a really long time. I kind of have ideas that I reuse, and it's okay to reuse ideas in your journals. You know, there may be a technique that you just love. Well, use it. If it makes you happy, use it. Don't think you have to do something completely different every time. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, as they say, every time you make a journal. If there's a technique you love, then use that technique. The code will be valid for Friday and Saturday. I think I'm going to have it for Friday and Saturday. I'll start at Friday at midnight and go through on Saturday until basically midnight into Sunday morning. Okay? And I'm not going to share the coupon code except through the newsletter. So you have to get the newsletter. So make sure you open your newsletters that you've gotten from me. And if you haven't signed up, go to lindaisrael.com and sign up for the newsletter. Alrighty. Go through the center of the journal. Here we go. You reinvented the wheel once, but nobody liked square wheels. It bombed. That's usually how it goes, Margie. That's usually how it goes. All right, everybody. If you want a chance to win this journal, or one of 4 journals, make a donation any dollar amount, and I will be doing a flip through here in just a moment. Okay, come on. And you can enter the raffle if you've made a donation today. Remember, your donation also gets you a membership on my website, and that membership gets you 5% off. So guess what? If you have the Stencil Club and you had the YouTube donators membership, and you had a subscription box, you can get like 30% off your order with my coupon code coming up. In some cases on the Stencil Club, and on the other stuff, you're going to get 20% off. Am I selling it yet? Y'all got it? Help me feed myself, y'all. And they told me I'm going to have to get a job. Thank you, Miss Edmondson. Thank you, Jennifer. And remember, if you are looking for a particular rubber stamp or you want a stencil design made, let me know. And I will be glad to see if I can't create it. All right, this is this journal made by Rubber Stamps. I'm going to stamp it right here. And then I will sign this. And it is 11, 15, 20, 21. All right, I'm going to go back and, what did I do with them? We're going to untie each one that I tied up so neatly and stamp them. And then we're going to do a flip through. All right, everybody in the raffle, for the free raffle, for the little folio, I may stick something else in there with it. You may be lucky. You may get a surprise. I need to do my nails. They're getting a little ratty. Putting my tools away. Remember, I got a lot of new stamps that I brought out. Got new stencils that I brought out. Whoop, whoop. They're winning some junk bucks today, aren't y'all? I'm stamping each one of these and then signing it. One more. Y'all witnessed I signed them all. All right. Okay. It's official. Oh, thank you, Tammy. The crafting disaster. I got them all signed. I think these are so cute. Can't I keep one? When y'all win, you'll let me keep one. Alrighty. I mean, I'm going to have to go on the auction and see if I can win the one the lady's trying to give away. Yay, Amanda Dawn. Bye, Ashley. Have a great week. I'll be back next Monday. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Y'all enter the last raffle. I'm going to pick the winner. If there's a project that you want me to work on, please feel free to leave me a message in the comments below. In fact, you know, hey, let me know what you liked about today. What was the favorite thing on today's live stream? What did you love or want to see more of? Because I'd love to have your feedback. Okay, let's pick the winner for this little envelope folio. I may stick some stuff in it, so I'm going to leave it on my desk when I get done here. Ooh, in fact, this y'all know that I used to cross stitch. So I made this little cross stitch piece. And I'm going to stick that in there. And I may stick some other stuff that I find. Oh, here's an altered paper clip. See? It's just growing. Alrighty, y'all ready for this? Let me make sure we got in there. Oh, hey, Rhonda, get in on the raffle. Get in on the raffle for this little folio. And then I'm getting ready to show the little mini journals that I made with the wrap covers, fabric wrapped covers, using the Merry Lil Christmas creative kits for the mini journal. I was trying to get it twisted around so it looks pretty. So let me move those out of the way so you can see the little mini. All right. I've done it all. I've never done a Hanukkah journal, Manda. I only have maybe, I have to look at my stamps. I may have the Star of David. Oh, I do have a menorah and the Star of David. That's it. I don't know if Norella has Hanukkah images. I'll have to look to see. All right. You're going to be late. Uh-oh. All right. Oh, you have to go. All right, Julie. All right, Julie. Okay. Okay. You want to see who wins? Okay. All right. Let's pick the winner for the little folio. And that winner is Lori Merchant. Congratulations, Lori. All righty. Let's reset this. Yes. Let's click here. And we're going to do mini. All right. So this last raffle is for those who have donated. Only those. These people donated: Tammy, Jennifer, the Mrs. Edmondson, Laura, Giovanna, Robin, Barb, Suzanne Roberts, Janice Brammer, Nadine Wheeler, Robin Finnessy again, Margie, who donated $25. Thank you so much, Margie. Amanda Dawn, and Lori Merchant. Okay. Bye, Julie. See you later. All right. So I used the Merry Lil Christmas mini journal. Move this out of the way. And I made a little fabric cover out of some scraps that I had around. And this is a piece of canvas. And this is one of the covers that comes in the kit. You can get this as a digital download if you order the subscription box and the large journal kit, or if you get the virtual subscription, large journal kit, or all three of those, you can get the mini as a digital. And then here's the inside pages. That's one of the printed pages you get in the kit. This is a rubber stamp here on top of a scrap and scrapbook paper. I rubber stamped. I also used the buffalo plaid stencil in the background and just kind of smudged the background. I just wanted it to be grungy. I used the bow duo around the edge, and I used the Gaudi numbers to stamp out 25. So if you've got your number stamps, you know, put them together and stamp 25. This was a gel print direct to paper thing. Hey, Rhonda, thank you so much for your donation. This is from the kit. It's one of the Fussy Cut elements. I'm waiting for the dancing sheep to move out of the way. And on this side, I used the bow stamp again. And I think it's the different from the bow duo. Yes, it's the other one. So it has a different look. And this is one of the Fussy Cut elements. Use the small diamond stencil here. This is one of the printed pages from the kit. Printed page again. This is a mop-up page that I use with the snowflake stencil that comes in the Merry Lil Christmas subscription creative kit. This is from the Festive Cube. This is from the December Quartet rubber stamp set of 4 little stamps. This is from the, where is it? Seriously? I just had those stamps. Oh, here they are. They're way underneath. That's the hanging ornaments, and I just stamped it by itself on this little flip out piece. And that is the Holly Swag candy cane stamp gel print. Did some stitching. This is a piece of cardstock that I stenciled from the Christmas Dream stencil set. This is one of Norella's digital artist trading card Santas. Here I use the snowflake again from the Festive Cube. This is my label that you can get from the Find Your Wings set. And then the December is a separate stamp. This is from the kit. Oh, and here I did some stenciling through the stencil with the kit from the Merry Lil Christmas set. Tattered Angels. And then this is the snowflake border that I stamped onto a piece of cardstock. And then this is an envelope that I trimmed the edge. So when we open this up, it's basically like a 5x7 envelope. Holly leaf stamp. Again, a Christmas stamp. Somebody's messaging me. And then over here, this was a scrap I had left over. And then I just put the little nutcracker on top. And then put the wish list. And then did the holly leaf in December on a 3x3 square. This is the 25 again, stamped onto a scrap of paper. This was a page out of a map book. This was the legend, so you knew which page to go to find a street. The candy cane again. Snowflake. So I did it because of the snowflake background. And then I did snowflakes down here. Another one of the printed kits. From the kit, the bow, diamond stencil again. And then this time I had a gel print that I stamped the holly leaf, but the poinsettia that I fussy cut and watercolored, and then one of the labels again. And then here's the Festive Cube snowflakes and the to-do list rubber stamp. You know what? I didn't use is Merry Christmas in this journal, but I could have. You could too. And then this is another pocket. And this is the one of the 4 gnomes that I offer in my shop. And I did the poinsettia in the background. And then this is a fussy cut element from the kit, as well as this piece. Another scrapbook paper from the kit. Or printed page from the kit. And then I signed it. You like it? Thank you all so much. All right, I'm not going to let you choose which journal you get because they're pretty much the same, unless you want to speak up now that you know that you want one with a certain page in it. We're just going to draw the 4 names so that y'all can get off here. Thank you, Robin. So I'm going to just kind of quickly, this is a different cover. It's the same concept. They may just have a little variation as far as the pages are concerned and the Santa images, but everything else is pretty. The pages inside, there may be a couple of differences because there's 4 different journal pages that come in the kit for the mini kit. So we'll tie them all up and I'll give you some time. They all have gnomes in them. They all have gnomes in them. They should have at least 2 gnomes. The rubber stamped gnome and then the fussy cut gnome. So here's the other cover page. This is the other scrapbook paper. Same concept. I'm just quickly going through it so that these pages are a little bit different. There's another gnome. There's the other gnome. Okay. And I'm not going to clean up all the threads. So you're just going to, those are extra. You didn't have to pay for those. Tie it up. Tie a green bow around the little mini journal. All right, there's the next one. All right. All right, you're good. So there's the same, journal pages. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Well, I hope you enjoyed today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll be back Monday. If you had suggestions, yay, free threads of what you want me to make in the next couple of weeks, let me know. I am working on the next kit, which won't come out until the end of February. So normally I have a kit that ships out February the 15th, but the next kit will ship out March the 15th. Okay. And new subscribers in the new year are going to pay more. My current subscribers, I will not increase your price on the first kit, but it is going to go up to $44.99 in 2021 because of the cost of getting things. Which Norella's new kit? She's got so many, you have to tell me which one. Wow, 14,000 already, Margie. That's crazy. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. So these people have entered the raffle. Jennifer Edmondson, Giovanna, Margie, Tammy, Laura, Manda, Lori, Rhonda, Janice, Robin, Nadine. Suzanne, you haven't entered. And who else are we missing? Do we have Janice? Janice is in. And Robin. Robin's in, right? Didn't I say? Yeah, Robin's in. Lori. Lori, yep. I'm trying to look at everybody. Manda Dawn is in. Who's missing? So these people donated. Rhonda, Tammy, Jennifer, Laura, Giovanna, Robin, Barb, Suzanne, Janice, Nadine, Margie, Manda, and Lori. All right. Sugar, you was not paying attention? Her winter kit. Okay. The brand new winter kit. It kind of reminds me of the Winter's Dream kit. Winter's Bliss. Sweet. Okay. So I'm going to draw the first winner. Once I start drawing, you can't enter the raffle anymore. So that's why I'm waiting. So if you're still here, get in. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 12 people in. All right. Woohoo! 180 junk bucks. All right, let's pick the first winner. The first winner is Laura Johnson. Congratulations, Laura. I have your mailing address, right? You are the same Laura Johnson. If I don't have your mailing address, make sure you go over to my website at lindaisrael.com. In fact, any of you that donated first time today, make sure that you go over to my website at lindaisrael.com and create a user account and say, hey, Linda, I did donate. I am changing my membership, my donator membership. I will have everybody's membership end in December 31st, right? 31 days in December. And then if you want to continue to get that discount and get the free digital downloads and whatnot, you're very welcome. Okay, perfect. You'll need to make a donation in 2021 for the first time in the year, and then I'll get you added. And we're going to start over, I guess you could say. All right, let's pick the next winner. Congratulations, Laura. Giovanna, congratulations. I was just getting ready to mail your other prize, and I'm glad I didn't. So now I can mail this to you. Congratulations, Giovanna. Woohoo, Giovanna. It's pretty good odds today. All right, let's, woohoo. Got a party going. All right, let's pick the next winner. Tammy, the crafting disaster. Tammy, congratulations. Hey, Tammy, I don't know which Tammy you are, so make sure that you go over to my website, lindaisrael.com, create a user account, and message me through the contact me form with your mailing address if I don't have it already, because I don't recognize Tammy the crafting disaster in my shop. So let me know. Congratulations. All right. And then the last winner is Manda Dawn. Congratulations, Manda. You won our last one. Well, awesome, awesome, awesome. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. And I greatly appreciate you. Oh, you're very welcome, Giovanna. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming and hanging out with me. Again, if you enjoy what I do, if you learn something or you're inspired to create, please share my videos, share my YouTube videos, share my posts on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, or where's the other one? Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Yeah, those are the ones. If there's a product that you've purchased from my shop, please go to my website, log in, and leave me a review on all those products. I greatly appreciate it, because I need that word of mouth so other people's will come and check out what I do. I'm begging, okay? All right, you go to bed. It's 8:15. You're getting old. Oh my gosh, Barb. You're very welcome. Thank you, Robin, for all your help. I greatly appreciate you as my administrator here during the live streams. All right, everybody. Y'all have an amazing day. I'm going to get off of here. Henry should be home shortly. We'll get some dinner. You're very welcome, Amanda. You're very welcome. Again, I can't tell you how thankful I really am. So I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you have an amazing week. We'll see you next Monday. I don't know, to be determined what we're going to work on. All righty. Y'all take care. Lots and love to each and every one of you. May God bless you and everything that you do. Take care, everybody. Bye.